Good morning, dear student. I am Vikram Singh, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce from Mewar University. In this class, we understand working capital management. These are the content for this topic: concept of working capital and concept of working capital management. Then working capital cycle, or we can also say as a operating cycle. Then advantage of adequate working capital, disadvantage of excessive working capital, and disadvantage of inadequate working capital. These are the content we cover in this lecture. Now let's start one by one. Concept of working capital and working capital management. Listen carefully. The working capital, it is commonly used for the capital required for day-to-day working of a business. Under this, we have purchase of raw material for meeting day-to-day expenditure like salary, wages, rent expenses, advertisement expenses, electricity expenses, etc. So the working capital, it is defined the excess of current assets over current liability and provisions. It means if we have current assets and current liability, from current assets we subtract current liability, that is our working capital. Here working capital also refers to the circulating capital required to meet the day-to-day operating of a business. Here the circulating capital means starting from cash. Listen carefully. We have cash. This circulating capital starting from cash, then from cash changing to raw material, then converting into work in progress and finished product. After this finished product, it is sales to market, sale in the market, then ending with the realization of cash from debtors. This is the circulating capital. It means cycle of working capital. So the management of working capital means the management of all current assets and all current liabilities. It means cash management, inventory management, receivable management, any particular creditor management, debtors management. We have different angle. Here we manage our working capital. Under this current assets, we have cash, bank. For regarding stock, we have raw material stock, work in progress stock, finished product, account receivable, bills receivable, prepaid expenses, short-term investment. For regarding current liabilities, we have creditors, bills payable, bank overdraft, provisions, etc. So let's start working capital cycle. We also known as the operating cycle. The duration of time required to complete the sequence of event. In case of manufacturing firm, it is called the operating cycle. Under this cycle, we have different steps. First, conversion of cash into raw material. We have cash, from cash we purchase raw material. It means here cash convert into raw material. Now then after that this raw material convert into work in progress. Then in next, this work in progress, it is convert into finished product. And then this finished product or finished goods convert into debtors or bills receivable through sales of product. If we sell the product on credit basis, then we create debtors and receivable. And last one, conversion of debtors and bills receivable into cash. Here we collect cash from debtors and bills receivable. It means this operating cycle start from cash and ending with cash. This means working capital cycle or operating cycle. Now here the main concept is here duration of operating cycle. Duration means it is equal to sum of duration of each of these stages less the credit period allowed by the supplier of the firm. This line we can explain in the formula way. O is equal to R plus W plus F plus D minus C. Here O means duration of operating cycle, R means raw material storage period, what is the time required for raw material storage, W means work in progress period, F means finished goods storage period, D means debtors collection period, and C means creditor payment period. We have a period like in the month or in days. First you add this raw mat R, W, F, D, and then for regarding creditor you subtract this. We have duration of operating cycle. From starting from cash, conversion into raw material, then work in progress, then finished product, then this product sale to customer, then collect money from customer. This is operating cycle. What is the duration? Suppose for regarding this exercise we require 9 months. It means this 9 months it is our operating cycle or working capital cycle. It is starting from cash and ending with cash. Now after that, advantage of adequate working capital. It means we have proper working capital, then we have different of benefit. Benefit in the sense solvency of the business. We have adequate working capital. It is help in maintaining solvency of the business by providing uninterrupted flow of production. We can easily produce our product through appropriate working capital. Goodwill. Sufficient working capital enable a business concern to make prompt payment and hence help in creating and maintaining our goodwill. Easy loan. We can easily take loan from bank or any other financial institution if we have proper working capital, adequate working capital. Cash discount. We also get cash discount from supplier if we have adequate working capital. Regular supply of raw material. We have sufficient working capital, then our flow of supply of raw material it is also proper or continuous way. Regular payment of salary. If we have proper money, if we have adequate working capital, then we can pay salary, wages and other day-to-day commitment on time. Exploitation of favorable market condition. Only concerned with adequate working capital exploit favorable market conditions such as purchasing its requirement in bulk when the price are low and by holding its inventory for higher price. Next one, ability to face crisis. If we have proper working capital, adequate working capital, we can easily face any financial crisis. Quick and regular return on investment. Every investor wants a quick and regular return on his investment. So if we have sufficient working capital, it's enable a concern to pay quick and regular dividends to its investor, as there may not be much pressure to close big profit. So this gain to confidence of its investor and create a favorable market to raise additional fund for the future. Higher moral. If we have adequate working capital, then our moral is also high. Adequate working capital create an environment of security, confidence, high moral, and create our efficiency in the business. These are the advantage for regarding adequate working capital. Now the next one is excessive working capital. What is the disadvantage of excessive working capital? It means, suppose here we take one example. For running a business, we require 5 lakh rupees. At a time, in our cash counter, we require 5 lakh rupees. Suppose if we have 8 lakh rupees, then this 3 lakh rupees excess, it is not used for business general operating activities. So what is the disadvantage for regarding this excessive working capital? For this excessive working capital means it is idle fund which earn no profit for the business, and hence the business cannot earn a proper rate of return on its investment. It's okay. Then when there is a redundant working capital, it may lead to unnecessary purchasing, accumulation of inventories, causing more chances of theft, wastage and losses. If we have high amount, excess amount, then this also do. The excessive working capital implies excessive debtors, defective credit policies, which may cause higher incidence of bad debts. We have excessive amount, we can sell product in market on credit basis, then debt, bad debts is also increase. This excessive working capital may result into overall inefficiency in the organization. When there is excessive working capital, relationship with bank and other financial institution may not be maintained. Due to low rate of return on investment, the value of share may also fall. The redundant working capital give rise to speculation transaction. This is also very important disadvantage. If we have excess money, then we have chances to speculative transaction. This is all about disadvantage of excessive working capital. Now then, next, disadvantage of inadequate working capital. Inadequate working capital means, suppose in our business we require working capital for day-to-day operation of business, it is 5 lakh. Suppose in our business we have only 3 lakh. It means we have 2 lakh short amount. So what is the effect on the business? This is disadvantage. Now let's we start one by one. A concern which has inadequate working capital cannot pay its short-term liability in time. We have short amount, then we cannot pay liabilities on time. So this, it will lose its reputation and shall not be able to get good credit facilities. It cannot buy its requirement in bulk and cannot avail of cash discount. Through this, inadequate working capital become difficult for the firm to exploit favorable market condition and undertake profitable project due to the lack of working capital. The next one is the firm cannot pay day-to-day expenses of its operation and it's create inefficiencies, increase cost, reduce the profit of business. The next one, it become impossible to utilize efficiently the fixed assets due to non-available of liquid fund. Inadequate working capital means uh, if we talk about the in short term, then you have inadequate amount. The next one, the rate of return on investment also fall with the shortage of working capital. Our ROI or rate of return, it is also down due to shortage of working capital. Now, this is all about this lecture. Thank you.